The beginning of that, it goes James. To the G. It's like A minor C G. Do that twice. Then vamp on the A minor a little bit. Got a line on the got a line on the job. Gonna find out just how far. I gotta go find my brightest star. You might think I'm crazy. You could be right. I've lost my mind. It's a big haze. If it be, you will find man that man who's willing to bend. He might be just one of the few who's gonna love to the bitter end. Makes no difference long as we find our way. Gonna pull out my yeah, that's a form. Oh, hi, Brandon.
Yo! You were in the zone.
Should we just do it one more time?
Sure.
Thoughts in our minds?
Can I hear that around? I want to hear that progression. I still have my head around the progression.
I think you got it.
I don't know what's cool, what's chorus. and what's
Did you
verse.
like that going to the chorus out of the solo?
Yeah. I like going into the chorus. I think take the solo into the chorus right into another verse. I'll come in on the verse.
Say that again.
And once you play the solo all the way through the verse and chorus.
Oh, okay. So solo and throw through the chorus.
See, yeah.
Find my brightest star. Got a line on the table.
That's so awesome. I love this song.
Got a line on the deal.
That's a good song.
So hard. I can hear a slide in this. I really can.
Sure, man.
Oh, yeah. I would love to do that.
Awesome bow. Gonna aim
When
it
for
the Milky Way.
With this steel chords needs
Gonna
a
aim
lot of
it
doctoring.
for the Milky Way. And it's like the turnaround.
Yeah.
Alright.
To try again. Hold on. Let me.
I gotta get on my best Mr. Haney's voice.
Sing that intro for
Do that. Got a line on a new car. Got a line on a job. Gonna find out just how far. I gotta go find my brightest star. Got a line on the table. Got a line on a deal. It's all part of the fable to see where we go from here. Makes no difference where we go, long as we find our way. Pulling out my arching bow, gonna aim it for the Milky Way. 'Cause I've got dreams and fantasy of a life nobody knows. Take my hand and go with me to a place nobody goes. You might think I'm crazy, you could be right, I've lost my mind. It's a bit hazy, if you dig deep, you'll find a man that really loves you, a man who's willing to bend. He might be just one of the few who's gonna love you till the bitter end. Makes no difference where we go, long as we find our way. Pulling out my arching bow, gonna aim it for the Milky Way. Gonna aim it for the Milky Way. Think you can handle that bass part, Brandon?
Yeah.
Pretty easy.
Alright, it is rolling. We ready whenever you guys are?
Sure.
Alright, do another video, Vince. Do one last time. Is this whatever's good? Is this thing? Move around now. No. Do like you did last time. Yeah, this one hopefully is on him and do whatever else. Got a line on the new car, got a line on the job. Gonna find out just how far I gotta go, find my brightest star. Got a line on the table, got a line on the deal. It's all part of the fable to see where we go from here. Makes no difference where we go, long as we find our way. Pulling out my arching bow,
fantasy. You could be right, I've lost my mind. It's all up with him. If you dig deep, you will find a man that really loves you, a man who's willing to bend. He might be just one of the few who's gonna love you to the bitter end. Makes no difference where we go, as long as we find our way. Pulling out my arching bow, gonna aim it for the Milky Way. Gonna aim it for the Milky Way.
That feel good?
Yeah, that felt good.
It's your own original song, right, Brad?
Yeah, the simplest one. Simple.
What's that song called?
Aiming straight for the Milky Way.
Oh, yeah.
I think we got all relate to that.
Never knew what it meant though, but yeah, I did.
Oh, they're backwards.
Got a line on the
That one was lower than the floor top.
got a line on the jump.
No, I guess it's not.
It's just really low. It's
Got a line that just
a
now.
lot of low. Yeah, I think it's the kind of cooler that it's kind of taking away.
Bomb, brighter star.
Kind of needs a real dramatic make it nice.
Got a line on the table. Got a line on the deal. It's all part of the fable to see where we go from here. Makes no difference where we go,
Which one? Okay, I'll grab this one right here.
as long as we
Oh.
find our way.
Yeah, we use that for practice, so make sure we get
Pulling
it.
out my arching bow, gonna aim it
Nobody ever has
for the
that.
Milky Way.
Kind of reminds me of a Neil Young thing.
Yeah, for sure. That's
That
definitely,
fantasy
the guitar is definitely like,
of a life nobody
I
knows.
listen to
When I was younger, man.
You know, like the.
Chris, what's that
Take
guy's name
my
out
hand.
of,
Facebook. Can you
St.
St.
Joe's?
Yeah, what's your favorite?
I
I don't know karate, but I know
What's
karate.
that?
Nobody goes.
Yeah.
So
You should look at Tracy Hoffman. This cat out of St. Joe's, Missouri. He's a lot like Neil Young. I have a really cool video of him and Chris jamming. He's a good guitar player too. Really good guitar player.
Neil Young wrote some great songs, but I don't hear anybody say.
I agree. I like Neil Young. For sure.
He's my dad's favorite songwriter.
The way it was honest.
Yeah.
Some lyrics are kind of spacey, but like Sugar Mountain.
He said that he wanted to write the silliest lyrics ever. Sugar Mountain.
That was supposed to be tongue in cheek.
I mean,
He's like, if I write these lyrics, drums, I guess he didn't see it then.
you might think I'm
I think
crazy.
his lyrics were. I think he's. I heard
You
him
could be
say
right,
that once.
I've lost my mind.
I love everything about this song.
It's all up in
Brad,
here.
who's your favorite singers?
Reach out, Charles.
That's my time.
You'll find the king of kings, my world.
You're doing something that
A
got
man that
applied.
really
You
loves
remind me of Ray Charles there for a minute.
I love this line.
man who's willing to bend.
Man,
He might be just one of the few who's
huh?
That works. Yeah. Brad, I'm so happy we did it, dude.
Yeah.
It's been a long time coming.
Yeah, we've been talking about this for years.
I'm gonna have that song stuck in my head now.
Good.
One night, my Archie boat on an evening for the Milky Way. For the Milky Way. That's it. Guitar George was playing some real cool piano stuff behind it. You know,
Well, that's the first time I've heard it before, so I think that
Yeah.
that was good. I'll get the structure now.
Okay. So does the chorus just go like?
where we go. Long as we find our way. Pouring out my Archie bow. Gonna aim it for the Milky Way.
That's it.
Pretty elementary chord
That's
progression,
alright though. I like it simple. If we get too fancy,
Oh, yeah.
I won't be able
Oh,
to
it's
get it
beautiful.
anyway.
Perfect.
you know.
More about lyrics.
Well, you know,
Yeah, the tension,
some
the
actually
tension
good.
and release and the melody, that's all that matters.
Neil Young has been getting away from it for years.
Him and a lot of other people. A lot of people. You can say.
Yeah, man. I could hear all kinds of stuff on that.
Yeah, we should lay down a foundation for that. And
Yeah.
You want, maybe can we record enough to document it
make it.
decently?
Hopefully the GoPro got it for us, because I won't be able to set up. I need to get some food. I haven't eaten in a long time.
Okay.
Brad's
Yeah.
on 3 a.m. dialysis.
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, remind me. Right and then left, right?
Yeah.
So just hang on to that or what?
Yeah, the beginning is. Wanna aim it. Aim it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
That's awesome.
it needs
That's
an
beautiful.
acoustic on it too.
Yeah, I mean, we barely got this thing tuned up.
Yeah, man, I think it's badass.
Sounds cool.
Is
I love
the
it.
camera still on, even though you know the batteries in these things? Yes, it's still on.
That sounds awesome. I
Yeah,
love
that's
it.
cool, right?
Yeah, man, that's cool.
It's beautiful. Great words.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really kind of about a song about a guy that's sharing his dreams with all this girl, you know, promising her a good life, which is really a bunch of bullshit.
I got a line on a job. I got a line on a car.
You know, but I got a line on the table.
Oh, yeah, I heard that. Got a line on the table,
That was back then. Got a line on the deal.
yeah.
It's all part of the fable. To see where we go from here. 'Cause I've got dreams and fantasies of a life nobody knows. Take my hand, go with me. And take you to a place where nobody goes. Well, you might think I'm crazy. You might be right, I've lost my mind. It's all a bit hazy. But if you dig deep, you will find a man that really loves you. A man who's willing to bend. He might be just one of the few that's going to love you till the bitter end. And then it's the chorus. Makes no difference where we go, as long as we find our way. I pull out my arch and bow, aim it straight for the Milky Way.
That's beautiful.
It's all just it's about a dream. It's actually about this woman that I'm head over heels for. And, You know, she she comes from a different world than I do. But she loves music. She loves the blues, and she's
And you're head over heels for her?
oh yeah,
Does she know?
oh yeah.
Yeah.
So she's dealing with a man that's got some issues health wise. So that scares her.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I don't blame her. So it's but you know, I'm pushing myself a little hard, you know, and gotta get things done. This dialysis shit is for the birds,
Mhm.
you know.
You're doing
Get
it once
hooked
a
up to a
week,
machine for 4 hours, 3 days a week,
3 days.
you know, and they got a thing called a fistula that they fuse an artery and a vein together, so they can draw. What it is you see, when your kidneys fail, because they're filters. The kidneys are filters for your blood. It filters all the toxins and fluids out of your body. You know, and when your kidneys fail, especially fluids, I mean, it stops. You don't get rid of it, so they have to draw it off. Yeah.
So that's what they're doing. They're feeding your blood into a machine filter.
Yeah, they're just cleaning my blood 3 days a week. And you gotta follow a strict fucking diet, man, because so many things have phosphorus in it, and phosphorus is no good for a person with kidney failure.
What's in phosphorus, or what has phosphorus in it?
Phosphorus is like what's in all sodas. It's like dark colas and chocolate.
Oh yeah. Coffee.
Yep. So many things.
The stuff that's like really hard to digest.
Yeah, it's and then you can't eat. See, I was a vegetarian for a long time, and now I have to eat meat.
Right.
Because you lose all your protein levels. And it's hard to get enough protein, so it's a complicated deal, you know, it really is. But trying to make the best of it, so
Yeah.
I guess it beats the alternative.
Right.
Yes, it does.
But it sucks because sometimes after about because it's a 4-hour treatment, you're hooked up to a machine, and usually about the last 45 minutes of my treatment, I go into severe cramps. I mean, where it makes me want to cry. Like it's like, you know, starting in my stomach, all the way down to my fucking feet. Yeah. I do cry sometimes. You know, it's just it's a regimen. So let's see, what I'm getting ready to do is I'm getting ready to do bariatric surgery. They're going to do so I can drop weight real fast, become kidney transplant ready.
Oh, so what kind of surgery is that?
Well, they're going to do a thing called the sleeve, where they laparoscopically put 3 little holes in there and they remove 3/4 of your stomach.
Oh. Damn. That's what you're going to go do?
Mm-hmm.
When's that?
Kidney, it's much more important for me to
Yeah.
be able to
lower
live
weight.
than have to worry about eating all the time.
Right.
That's been the demise of me anyway.
What, when is that scheduled? Or is it?
Well, I'm just getting ready. I have to get clearance from my cardiologist. And I got to have a colonoscopy done. Now, the last time I had a colonoscopy done, they found some polyps, but they were precancerous. They were benign, but they had to remove them. So they went in, cut open my gut, and did a colon resection. And I ended up on life support for 30 days.
Wow.
30 days with no. They were already consoling my family. You know, Craig was up there every day, you know, because I was out of it for 30. They didn't think I was going to make it. And then my sister, who has power of attorney, they said, well, he's not breathing on his own. And I don't know, we could, bring him out of this, would have to trach him.
Like he's a singer.
And she says, no way. Because I already told her a long time ago, if they do not ever let anybody trach me, because that way all I'm doing is surviving. That is not living to me. She told him, no, he'll kill me if they trach him. As much as I love to have him around, I said, no trach. That's what he does. I said, that's who he is. And just at the right moment, I came out of it. I got, boom! I said, fuck you guys, I ain't getting trached. I woke right up. I didn't know that's what they're doing, but somehow I came out of it. And with a 2% chance of living. And then I ended up in, that's when I ended up on a walker, and because I had atrophy. You're laid out for all that long, you lose, all your muscles become totally weak. You can't, it's just, ended up in a nursing home and going to physical therapy, and then I had somebody come to my house all the time and doing all this shit, and that's when I was walking around with a cane or a walker, man. It was quite the journey, But all I had to do is think of my good friend Dave Barker, who got to a point where I always kept telling him, I said, you got to push yourself, man. I know you got to push yourself, or else you got to make yourself get up and move, no matter what. But he just wouldn't do it. Now he's bye-bye. So, life is precious. It's a good thing you celebrated life.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, a preacher usually preaches his biggest sin. That's why you keep on preaching.
That's it. That's exactly right. So it's it's been great. I was blind for the better part of a year as well, before all this happened. In Las Vegas, I went totally blind.
What was that?
That was let's see, 8 years ago.
Really?
So I spent a year totally in the dark.
I knew you then.
I had a vitreous hemorrhaging in my eyes, caused from a blood sugar spike. Exploded all the blood vessels in my eyes, and that's when they had to do it. Craig organized a bunch of benefits here, and then they did in Las Vegas, as well as some people in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. I have a history up in the South Dakota area, and then the Lions Club kicked in because of do this surgery where they do a vitrectomy, and they suck all the vitreous humor out of your eyeball, and then they zap the leaking blood vessels that were, routing my vision. And then they fill the eyeball. It's quite fascinating. Fill the eyeball back up. Because I couldn't see at all. I did keep singing though, however, through that whole time I was blind.
Yeah. At least they didn't take
I
your
had a
voice.
bass player that was had a lot of, that was kind enough to take me to all my gigs, and we were living together anyway, and he led me up on stage. He'd tell, when we play the House of Blues, there's that big stage of it. He goes, Brad, you're too close to this. You're going to fall, don't you?
Yeah.
Thank
you. That's good to know.
But it was kind of surreal. Now I know what it's like to sing while you're blind.
Yeah. You weren't moving around, right? You were like in a chair.
No, not when I was blind. I stood up.
Sounds dangerous. Good for
Yeah.
you, man.
I figure you might stand as long as you can. You know, there's too many of us that old fuckers that end up, you know, can't stand up anymore. And I got to stand.
Yeah.
You know, I did sit down for a while. My whole goal was to be able to stand up and sing. You know, I can make it through about, if I do a full night gig, I can make it through, you know, I'm still one of those guys who have to play 3 fucking sets of music, you know, most of the time. Or else 2, which
We
is
do a lot of
fine.
3-hour shows.
Huh?
2 hour-and-a-half sets is what we do a lot of the time.
Yeah, I prefer it that way. I did a gig, this gig I do down on Tuesday nights with Guitar George and Brian England, which is a whole different bag of stuff, you know. I'm doing some Ray Charles things. And, we play from 7:30 to 10:30. There's been a couple times where I just played from 7:30 to 10:30 without a break.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
You know, he goes, God, are you crazy? I said, no. I'd rather be doing this than just sitting out there twiddling my thumb,
Right.
you know?
Yeah. It goes by fast when you're
I
out.
mean, you know, I like to play. I like it. I like singing,
Amen.
you know? Especially, it's really, when you're younger, you're distracted by other things. I was, you know,
Okay.
women, drugs, and whatever. But it's all good.
I'm glad this happened. I'm glad
Yeah.
you came
Yeah, I'm
over.
glad you came by.
Yeah, I got all this kind of stuff in me. I just gotta. I really want to do some soul music, you know,
Oh yeah, that's where it's at.
some soul music. I got a friend of mine that I've got some songs shipped out, some song lyrics to people that are writing music. I had to do that with you guys. I got a ton of lyrics, of stuff. I got this one song called come on. Over and over. It talks about, it's about this girl I was telling you about, you know, and you know, I lost her love. I did it again. Sad thing is, I hurt my friend. Through these tears that I cry, I keep, I keep asking myself why. I keep singing this same song over and over again. And then it goes, I'm a fool. I know I am. I lost my cool when I made my stand. I got no right to take your hand. I'm still singing the same old song again. Please forgive me, over and over again. And then there's like a bridge that goes, well, a man, he's got to find your lonely soul. Well, this man, he's just trying to be whole and trying to love you over and over again. So it's kind of like the old adage of insanity, you know, doing the same things over and over again.
That's fun.
You know, you tell her you love her over and over again, you ask for forgiveness over and over again, you know.
That's funny, I got a song I've been working on that has over and over in it.
Yeah?
And over and over, it's that same old story. Over and over, here we go again.
Yeah.
Over and over, it's that same old story. And you wonder why you just can't win.
That's right.
Over and over again.
Wow.
You should hear the guitar part.
Mine
too.
goes,
It's beautiful,
I
too.
lost that love, I did it again. Sad, sad thing is I hurt my friend. Through these tears that I cry, I keep asking myself why. I keep singing this song
Wonder if these two
over
go
and
together.
over again.
Wonder if these two songs go together.
Well, I'm a fool, I know I am. I lost my cool. See, I lost my cool with her a couple times.
See.
Let the
See.
beast come out too soon.
Yeah, you know. Well, I told her, I said, you know, when I got involved, I said, I don't just lay down, I don't just agree to, you know, agree with everything everything you say, you know.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean, you know, doesn't mean anything. It just means that I'm not gonna lay down and worry that you're gonna leave. I gotta be honest, which I expect you to do the same thing with me. But I gotta be a little ginger with her. I mean, she, you know, it's kind of, she got a lot of shit on her plate. She's got 3 kids that are all fucked up because of that, obviously.
So you're involved. You're in her life. She just keeps you at a safe distance.
Yeah, well, you know, it's hard for her because she, and I get it. You know, she was married for 25 years and she's trying to figure out who she is now. You know, and it's always been she was a mother and raising kids, and now she's wants to find out what's real and what's not, I guess. And sometimes that's hard. So, like I said, I mean, she's involved with somebody that's sick, and that scares the shit out of her. So, I gotta be real about it, you know. And I told her, I said, man, I've cheated death a whole bunch of times, so you shouldn't worry about it. I'm too stubborn to die.
You got too many songs left to sing.
Yeah, I'm gonna ship you some stuff, man. I got a couple things. I had a set of lyrics that I thought about you. That this is about a homeless guy that was down in the old market, down by the Hive. He was stoning around one night. I was down there. I went down to see Josh Hoyer or somebody at Harney Street, and I was walking to my car, and there's this guy that was kind of walking around, obviously, you know, homeless, and is kind of, you know, talking out of his head and something like, "Lulu." And these kids, man, were throwing beer cans at him and making fun of him. You know, I mean, just, you know, just, man, it just hurt me. It just hurt me to my very soul. And I went over to him and asked him if he needed a ride, you know, or somewhere. And he, you know, he wouldn't have it. He would just, hey, I couldn't get him to, he didn't know what was going on. So I wrote this song called Pick the Man Up. And it's like stumbling, fumbling, and walking through town. Let's see, through town. I can't remember the lyrics. I'd have to show them to you. About pick your brother up and get, you know. It's pretty sad. I don't get that sometimes.
You know, you're taking young people, and you know, you're getting the best version of them because they're wasted. So
Yeah.
you just don't
But-
know any better.
Yeah, I don't know. The funny thing is, some of those people weren't all that young.
Yeah.
You know, there were people like around my age that were out there just it's disturbing to me. San Francisco, there's a lot of homeless people, but you don't see that shit going on. They got a real homeless problem. People are homeless.
Yeah, San Francisco's one of those cities where it's so expensive.
I figured that if I was going to be homeless, I'd live in La Jolla, be living out on the beach where it's 80 degrees all year round.
Yeah, there's a few people there too.
Oh yeah. If you're gonna be homeless, you gotta be where it's warm.
Yep, that's why we don't get as many in Omaha, because it gets real cold in the wintertime when they move south.
Yep. It's hard to understand sometimes, but well, boys, I'm honored.
We're honored.
You know, I think you guys are really a special thing. It's hard to find real bands anymore. You guys are a real band.
Oh yeah.
I agree. In the definition of the word. You know? A lot of people out there touring are just a bunch of people that are out there trying to make money.
And we barely even know each other.
And barely even know each other. And you guys are family. And you still got that sparkle in your eye, man. That's so fucking awesome.
Hasn't been whipped out of us yet.
No, not even jaded one bit yet.
No, not yet.
Well, I feel like the more gracious I am, the more
easy life.
And you're doing it.
Yeah,
You're doing what you got to do.
Gets even.
Yeah.
You know. Now you just got to go overseas.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
This song will be a hit
something.
for us.
Yeah, something needs to go viral, and we're getting to the point where people are starting to invest in money, and that's a huge step to do.
You know, I still talk to Mike Varney about you guys all the time. Mike's one of my best friends, and I got to know him. And he goes, "Man, I love their vibe," but he says, he he wanted to sign the Steepwater band too, which I think those guys are awesome.
Yeah.
What they do, but
We're playing with them tomorrow night.
but they're
Right? I was gonna say.
they're too song oriented, and he wants guitar shredders like Eric Gale and
Oh.
Chris Duarte was on his label for a while, and
Oh. Yeah. Well, that's
funny that
that's
he
some
wants
people's cup of tea.
guitar. I mean, it's great. It's beautiful.
Mhm.
Awesome. I love the fact that there's somebody like that in the world. But
Yeah,
it's such a surprising thing.
I said, don't you want to sell records? I said, most of your artists don't even hardly tour very much to promote your product, except for Chris Duarte and a couple others.
Yeah.
But Chris Duarte. I was for Craig Erickson. He keeps putting out records for Craig. I don't think Craig tours hardly at all.
Man, I love Craig Erickson.
He's great.
He's from out of Iowa, right?
Yeah.
Big tall guy.
That guy is he doesn't anymore.
But he used to.
He started kind of doing some shit with Michael Lee Firkins, and but he discovered like Tommy Two-Tone and
Barney did?
yeah, he did, and he got kind of a little history going on. He was involved with some of those guys from that San Francisco Bay Area scene. Cipollina, or I think the Quicksilver Messenger Service guys and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was one of my dad's favorite bands. He's
You
like,
guys,
that's a real
do you
jam
guys
band.
ever play in Vegas?
Just that once with you. You were there.
Yeah, but there's a club you should play called the Sand Dollar.
Sand Dog,
It's a blues club.
huh? I'm down.
It's just your kind of club too.
The last
Yeah,
2-3 times
you
we've been
guys
out
have
west, we've
ripped it
gone
up.
north. haven't gone south.
People don't realize that Las Vegas has actually kind of a unique little blues scene going on out there.
Does he?
Oh yeah. So
Yeah. I wouldn't guess that. I mean, it makes sense, but you wouldn't just naturally guess it.
I mean, it could be a good stopover if you're headed west or something. Head south or west, you know.
Yeah.
Summertime ain't so much fun, but
In Vegas?
yeah, unless you want to burn up.
Yeah. It's probably not as touristy then, because people have nice weather. Like,
You know
a lot
what?
of people want to leave the cold and go to Vegas in the winter. I bet.
I was telling them people, I said, good thing I didn't have kidney failure out there, because you're only allowed 32 ounces of fluid a day.
Oh.
You know, they don't want you to drink any more than 32 ounces a day, because then your lungs become full. I said, what do you do in 120 some degree weather? In dry heat, and you're a singer,
Yeah.
you know.
You dry up.
I said, well, don't go outside and don't sing anymore. So I said, yeah, all right.
Going back to Nebraska.
Yeah, I didn't have kidney failure back there. I'll have when I moved back here. I went in the hospital with pneumonia. Had to have a quadruple bypass and kidney failure all at the same time.
Jeez.
Yeah.
It's intense.
Yeah, you're pretty brave, dude.
That was my third heart attack, actually.
How do you have insurance? What's your insurance?
Well, luckily now it's because once I went on
Obamacare?
no, I qualified for Medicare once once you're on dialysis, you're on
Oh.
Medicare, which is a good thing
Yeah.
because the hospital bills are through the
Isn't that
roof
crazy?
now.
Yeah. It could save you, but you don't have insurance, so.
You know. All right, brothers.
Alright, man.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, man. You're on the new KLB track.
Yeah. What are you doing Monday night? Just come out to the video.
I'm gonna come out to the video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. It's starting to shape up.
Where's
Brasco's
it?
coming. Brad Cordle's coming.
Where's
Don't
what
you?
time is it?
Facebook, it's 12:30.
Yeah, I got a little.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah,
Good luck tomorrow.
2.5 hours.
Shoulder, let your backbone slip. Put a gun in your stride and a dip in your head. Just shift your weight from side to side. Ain't nothing gonna stop me getting down tonight. Oh, shimmy your shoulder, let your backbone slip. Shimmy your shoulder, let your backbone slip. No, shimmy your shoulder, let your backbone slip. Shimmy your shoulder, let your backbone slip. Shimmy your shoulder, let your backbone slip. Shimmy your shoulder, let your backbone